I went to the local Kmart today and I got some new matting for the toolbox. Anyway, this one is actually a bit bigger than the last lot that I got. This one was $10, the other one was $12. This is about another 10 centimeters bigger, which is good. Okay, so basically what I can do is okay, I already have started one. I already have cut one. Okay, this works fine. Okay, now it's all pretty. It's not the red as what we. It's not the red or the black as what we had, but that's quite alright for me. Okay, now the issue I've had is it may be to do with the price point or something like that, is that what happens is that when you look at the when you actually put it into the tray, is we seem to be having high ridges on these edge bits. Oh yeah, I thought, oh, that looks a bit funny. So I turn it over and it's a different colour altogether. It's, all I can explain is that this is possibly the mould's just a little bit bigger than whatever, but or just this blue one anyway, because the green one looks fine. It doesn't look like there's an issue with the green one. That sits in nicely. Okay, so all I can think is that it is a little bit bigger, so what we have to do is to make it sit down nice, is that it's either you'd have to take some off the back here, which would possibly be almost impossible to do. The other alternative is, what we can do is we just put it down on the board. Bring our board up. Okay. Oops, sorry. What we do is we put it face down, so we have that edge sitting down. What we do is we glue it in so that is. So it's proud sticking up this way, so when we turn it over, it should sit flush. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll trial one tonight, and we'll see how we go. Then if that works out alright, we'll do the other one. But yeah, so that's just, yeah, it's a bit annoying actually. I'm just going to use PVA glue. If it was putty, what sort of putty would we use? I've got this one here, blade putty. You could try that. Right. These. I saw a tin opener just before, well, the other day anyway. Okay, we're going to try it with the putty. Alright, I think we need to stir that. Actually, we may not have to stir it at all. Looks pretty good. Smells a bit. Should have the fan on when you're doing this. Still recording? Alright. Okay, that's the whole idea. Fill up the low spots in those keys. Even if it was something like that, that'd be alright. Bit of support over the whole area. Do this in an area that it's ventilated. There, a bit more here. That looks pretty good to me, anyway. Should probably do the other side as well. The one with the, what do you call it, the glue attempt. Oopsies. This stuff you can sand, which is good. This is the putty I use when I'm filling seams with the models. I won't have to sand this. Just be alright like how it is. I think it should be. Could sand it, I suppose. Right, the only other thing we've got to do now, do this edge here and we'll be good. Alright, see how this goes. So ideally what we want to do is we want to build those inside pieces up without trying to suck it away from that area when we squidgy over it. Is that what you call it, squidgy? When we drag it over it. Be pointless. We'll have the putty everywhere except where we want it. Alright, I think we're good. This stuff does stink a little. Has a bit of a smell. That's the blade putty. This was got from Super Cheap in Brisbane. I don't even know if it's good for this EVA foam, but we'll give it a go. Alright, let that dry. then we will continue. Okay, it's been probably about 8 hours or so since I've put the putty on. Okay, the putty has dried. Okay, now I came in and I saw this. It's bowed a bit like a banana. But that may not necessarily be too much of a detriment. See, if it goes down and it cracks, that won't be a problem as long as we've got some there. Alright mates, we'll put it in a drawer. Top drawer. Back in first, push it down. It looks a bit better than what it originally was before the before I did it. We've just got a bit of a bow this way. But I think that's just because of the putty. We could see if we crack a bit of it. But when we put tools and things on, it's going to sit down anyway. You'd probably be flexing probably, I'd say about 2 or 3 mil. No, that's come up. Probably 5 mil out. No, not 5. Probably 3 mil overall. Can we get it any better? I think we might just have to leave it at that. Probably could get it a bit better if I actually put some silicone there and sort of glued it down. Double-sided tape, maybe. But since we're going to be putting things on it, so just have to see how it goes. This one here turned out alright. Like that one. That was a bit shocking though. It really was. Oops, I left this on all night. Ah, battery's flat now. Alright. Our next job is picking up some of this glue. Draw done, draw done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 3 more drawers to do. Hopefully that those other pieces are not going to be as bad as what that one was. A bit of a shocker, really. Maybe I should have taken it back when I realised. But then again, it was already cut. Oh, shocker. G'day YouTube. It's probably been the day after the day after the day after. But anyway, so I've pretty much completed the my drawers. They look quite good actually, I think. I still need to have a bit better layout of the tools. I'm still stacking the toolbox. I need to arrange the sockets in a better order than what they are. The spanners as well. I may have move the spanners up to this drawer here, or even the top drawer. I don't know yet. So that's the black. The black one looks alright. To tell you the truth, I like the colours. I think the colours look quite snazzo. The red. This one here, this is where I'm going to put the drills. I've got a stash of drills here. And a stash of drills here. The funny thing is that you didn't see it, but my daughter was in here probably on the weekend. What she did is she bumped something and all my drills fell on the floor. So I said, good-o. But anyway, so it gives me an idea, gives me a good opportunity to put it in my toolbox. This was the insert that was in the drill case. So that'll make a good addition because it has numbers on it. So anyway, so what I'll do with this one here is I'll just get a bit of foam and I'll just mark it here, then I'll glue the foam down here, then I'll just put that over the top. Well, actually no, I'll glue the foam behind it so it won't move. Yellow works alright. I've done something special with these bottom drawers. I put the yellow piece in here. Green and blue work out alright, and there's blue and yellow. They work pretty good together too. The thing I noticed with these, with the colours, is that some colours just didn't work well together. For example, when we were doing this blue one, because I had to put the putty in behind these edge bits at the back. But if you try and match a blue bit with the red bit, they sort of work, but you get the different thicknesses of the foam. But if you use the blue and the yellow, they match. Like down here, the blue and the yellow match. The blue and the green match, and yellow match. But the red seems to be a different size. And those edge pieces, These edge pieces here, they don't match in size. God, I tell you, whoever designed these, I don't know whether it was just bad or what, but anyway. So now what I have is I've got a stack of these bits, some offcuts of these pieces, more offcut bits. Any idea what I can do with them? I'd be interested in hearing. What I was originally going to do, I was actually going to make inserts for. I was going to put them in, cut around it, then insert it into the thing. But upon thinking about it, it's not a bad idea. But the only thing I have against it is that the cost factor for me. So for these sheets here, these are the second lot I bought. These ones are much bigger than the first lot. The first lot was just like 500. These are like 600, which is much better. So I could cut one of these and get the other half out of it, which was brilliant. Anyway, so what I was originally saying was that to buy, when I bought those, they come in a pack of 4. They were $10. So see, one sheet is like $10. Sorry, no. So you get one per drawer. So you get 4 drawers. 4 drawers out of one pack, and you get another 4 drawers out of another pack. So there's like another $20 that I have to spend, and I think I've spent enough on the toolbox at the moment. So far I've had $44 in this EVA foam. So I just didn't want to spend any more on it, but it does give me the opportunity to do other things, like with the foam. For example, in here, I've got my little bits, driver bits. Anyway, so what I've done is I've hot melt glued a bit of foam in here. So when I put my little container in and slide it in, if I didn't do that, it would just slide around in the toolbox, slide this way, that way. But if I put it there and close it, it doesn't move, which is pretty good. Right, so screwdrivers. Probably have to have a better organisation of screwdrivers, but at the moment, once I figure out all the screwdrivers I have, then I'll probably do something then. Allen keys, I'm thinking about doing a just a holder, a bit like the bit like this for the Allen keys. So I'm not 100% sure yet, but that'll be one of the next items to do. Yeah, possibly something like that. I may even use some parts of that foam, like glue them together or something. Not sure yet. Or just lay them out in a row. Or I don't know yet. But anyway, so I'm calling my toolbox 90% done at the moment.